Death Eater, welcome in. How are you? Hi, Hornet. It has started. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm just pinging my Discord, so I'm only seeing chat through OBS, so just, yeah. There we go. How are we doing, guys? Welcome in. Here, let me switch over to yap time. Yappy, yappy, yappa. Oh, where did I go? Where am I? Where am I? Where did I go? Hi, Pasta Penguin. Welcome in. You love Stardew? Oh, yay! Here I am. Hello. Nobody coming along with me for the ride today. I'm just gonna kind of vibe. I also love Stardew Valley. It's very much my comfort game, and you guys get to see my perfection save, which I've never shown on this stream. Yeah, I disappeared for a sec. I don't know what happened. Catherine, go. No, I didn't. I'm still here. Good joke. Spectacular Spider-Man. Also, guys, I'm all finally done with school. School kind of done with school. Well, not school, work. I'm done with work until I move away and then maybe get a second job. I'm done with work. I'm going to be going to school soon. I misspoke, boy. My brain is not that of a functioning Catherine most days, so please forgive me for my misstatements. Where's Best Boy Krobus? We can go visit Krobus on my perfection save. But yeah, you guys get to see my perfection save, which is something that, you know, most people don't get to see. So I hope you enjoy that. Game capture. It would have been cool if it went to Brooklyn. I don't know. I'm not getting a lot of these references, so keep that in mind, chat. Ooh, I've got a couple Teaching Chronicles stories, so if you guys harass me on enough, he'll probably make some Catherine's Teaching Chronicles shorts. Furthest I've gotten Stardew is Ginger Island. I'm past Ginger Island currently, so there will be spoilers for it. But yeah. It takes a minute for the game to boot up, I guess. Oh. To be fair, I do have some mods turned on, so that's part of the thing. So how are we doing, chat? Okay. That's good. I'm glad you don't... Ooh, there's no danger of these spoilers. Okay, then we got game capture. Oh. There you go. This is my comfort game. Still recovering from the map. This is why I chose Stardew Valley for tonight. I just thought it's gonna be a nice palate cleanser from last night. It was a lot of fun. It was very chaotic, but we deserve some chill time, you know? We deserve to be calm and chill. Talk about stuff. So yeah. If my game will load up. Start playing Deltarune? Oh, cool. I see none. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm here on Ginger Island. What was I doing here? Oh, I'm working on key beans. Yeah, I know, your family. Oh. Oh. Here we go. And here. go. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of... I do grow quite a bit of stuff. We do not have any taro... Did I get the taro? 4 days until the taro root is ready. Okay. I think I'm pretty good on that. Need to play Among Us more? Understandable. Ooh, bombs cannot damage me. And then we are going to go ahead, ship all the key fruit I have currently. Get this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wanted to, no, I wanted to plant this at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and put we're gonna grab this. We're going to put this in there, and this, and this. And now we're gonna sell the strawberry. Sell the strawberry, and there we go. I'm gonna go see my husband. I want you guys to guess who I'm married to in this save. I don't know who Sebastian is. I don't think he's a character in Stardew Valley. Sebastian is, though. And yes, I was being a little jerk. But yes, it is Sebastian.
The older I get, the less I'm drawn to the city. It had a certain mystique to it once. Turns out, that was just a romantic fantasy. The city's so busy, so full of people. I don't belong there. I'm a loner.
Yes, you did. We need to switch to... And we have 2 little kids. David and Rosalind. You did spell it wrong. It's Sebastian. Sebastian. Yep. I hate summer, but honestly, this is a good season in theory in Stardew Valley, but it's not my cup of tea personally. My favorite season is coming up soon. I'm gonna let you guys guess which one is my favorite. I need to get the tea. There's a method to the madness, trust. Okay. Yeah, fall is my favorite season. Fall is genuinely so peak. Such a peak time of year. The one negative thing is the fact that you can get an ancient seed when you're trying to just get one specific type of seed. But it's also a good thing because if you want a specific type of seed, you know, there's a chance you can get it, you know. If you want a... We're gonna go to the desert. We are gonna eat a lucky lunch. Yes. And off we go. Jimothy the raccoon. Bye. Ooh, life elixir, that's always good. I wonder how many prismatic shards I'll get. Popular opinion, I like Vincent. I like Vincent too. I don't understand why people don't like him so much. What's with all the Vincent hate? What are the odds? My first prismatic shard. Neon's gonna be thrilled about that. Of the day. Chat, wait till you see my prismatic shard chest. Oh, 2 on the same level? You've got to be kidding me. My gosh, that Lucky Lunch does a lot. Ooh, frozen tear for my lovey. Yeah, I'm gonna have a seizure. Yeah. Especially since I'm only really looking for the, special little things known as, the other thing, um, key beans. Do you guys wanna hear a new segment that will be turned into a short about, Kathy's teaching chronicles? So, I worked. Kind of still work, kind of don't work. It's complicated. Today was technically my last day, but I might be coming back. It's like one of those, like, really complicated things. You know? So anyway, I, worked as a preschool teacher. Um, which is a lot of fun. And, some of the kids get kind of you get kind of close to some of the kids. They get attached. You get attached. You know, all that fun stuff. And so there's this one little girl who was like 2 years old, and she would come up to me and she would be like, "Squeezy, squeezy." Like specifically, she would ask me for squeezes, nobody else, which was so adorable. And she had really big, fluffy, curly hair, which was super cute. And so she would like bury her head in my chest sometimes. And like her hair with her big fluffy afro would just like kind of like would just like be right up against me. It was so cute. I love kids. Specifically taking care of them. Also, people really don't notice how perceptive kids are. Because, like, kids know when you're not telling them the truth. I don't lie to my kids. Hot take, I never lied to my kids. Why would I lie to a kid? Why would I lie to kids who I really love platonically and want to take care of? I mean, I'm not claiming to be any sort of saint, but, you know, I've never understood the people who will, like, outright lie to kids. Are you kidding me? No key seeds, so well. Bum. We'll drink some life elixir. Both. Both. I'm talking about both. I refuse to lie to my kids for really any reason. Because you know what always ticked me off? When people lied to me about fruits and veggies and stuff like that. I just was like, yeah, uh-huh. Great. I just felt betrayed later on. Because I have sensory issues around eating certain vegetables, and the lies didn't help. Hi, Zappy! Welcome in. You know, I think you're one of my longest viewers. Thank you for tuning in and sticking by me and everything. Appreciate it. Kids are more understandable than you realize. They're tiny humans. They're not, like, little, like, beings that, like, don't know anything. They learn remarkably quick. Imagine having to learn how your body works on the spur, and everything you see on a daily basis is pretty much an eldritch monster type thing. Kids deserve to be treated like the tiny humans they are, not like, you know, not like the like subhumans most people treat them as. If you lie to a kid to try to get them to eat their vegetables or tell them a lie that's good for them, what are you saying to them? What are you teaching them? Like, genuinely. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you try to lie, kids know when you're lying. So why would you bother lying about something that is supposed to be good for them? If a kid doesn't want to eat the veggies, it's okay. Don't lie to them and tell them that they're going to grow up to be Superman or something. Why would you do that? Because that's just lying for them, and there's no net positive to that. How would you feel if I said subscribing to my streams makes you wealthier and gets you more money and time with your friends or something like that? That would be a lie. Like, if I told you guys that and then that didn't happen, you would get pissed at me and, like, unsubscribe. I mean, quite frankly, if somebody told me that and that didn't happen, but then again, you also know that that's a lie because how can subscribing to someone make you healthier and happier and wealthier and all that stuff? Like, seriously, do adults ever think through lying to kids? Because let me tell you something, based on my experience, lying to kids has no net positive value. Because you're treating kids like they are not human enough. Which pisses me off. If you do not want to let them make a decision, you still give them a decision. You just give them a less important decision. Like, for instance, if we need the kids to go out, if we need a kid who wants to stay inside to go outside because all the other kids are going to be outside, well, guess what we do? We don't lie to them or offer them the option of whether or not they can go outside. We say, hey, you're going to go outside with us. Your decision is do you want to put on your shoes on your own, or do you want to let us help you? You know?
Hey, how'd you sleep last night? I heard you mumbling.
You don't always have to give kids choices, but you do need to tell them the truth. Because quite frankly, why do you want to lie to a tiny human? Especially a tiny human that, guess what, you helped create. Because if you say, oh, they need to learn X, Y, and Z, well, congratulations, you're part of the problem here. You know? You don't lie to somebody just because you think it'll get you out of trouble. That's what we teach kids. If you don't want to deal with the experience of having kids, then don't work. Then A, don't work with kids, or B, don't have kids at all. Either one of those is a viable option. And I'm tired of people pretending that it's not. Children are not... Children are not... They're ours to protect, not ours to keep. Children are not our property. Children are not something that we can just lie to on a whim. Alright, let me look at it. I'm gonna answer it on the stream. Okay. So, I will... I'm gonna answer this, but, I'm gonna assume if you have YouTube, you already know this, so... We're gonna talk about Santa and the Tooth Fairy. I always see it as playing a game with the kids. A game of make-believe, you know? If you playing a game of make-believe with a kid is not a bad thing. In fact, it's very good to engage their imagination and to help them learn new things, right? What I will say is that some people don't do it in a good way. If you lie to your kids and say, oh, this was 100% the Tooth Fairy, and don't answer their questions, that is bad. However, if you say, oh, have you heard the story of the Tooth Fairy? If you leave your tooth under your pillow after you lose a tooth, and they come and you tell us, we can tell the Tooth Fairy about it. So that way we can, you know, that way you can get us a special treat. But you have to tell us, and you have to put it under your pillow. Then that's cool. But then when they start asking questions like, hey, Mommy, where does the Tooth Fairy come from? It's like, okay, well, now it's time to explain. So the Tooth Fairy is a game we play with you because we want to help you learn because we wanted to help you be more imaginative. It's a fun idea. Or in the case of Santa, oh yeah, Santa isn't real, but you know what? He's based off of a real person. This person, a long time ago, was named... And then explain the St. Nicholas story, and explain that we now do it because we are trying to show that it's better to give rather than receive. And then I would ask them, do you want to keep playing the game, or would you rather just us give you the treat? You know? It's playing a game of pretend. Is it bad for me when I work with kids to play that the mermaid dolls are real, even though they're clearly not? Of course not. If it was bad, what the heck am I doing? You know what I mean? Why am I working with... Why would we give kids and encourage them to imagine things and to learn new things? You know? You just need to frame it as a game of make-believe when they start asking questions. Never lie to them. Don't try to keep them magically alive for longer. You tell them the truth when they start asking questions. Not Alec you've heard before? Interesting. Honestly, I want to tell kids the truth, because the truth is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to tell kids, oh yes, this is a fun game we play. It's not real, but we pretend it. So that way we can share X, Y, and Z. You know? Because if you why would you lie to kids? Why would you try to trick a kid into thinking that something is true when it's not? Because I don't know about you, but I was lied to a lot as a kid. Not about the tooth fairy. That was actually, but like other things I was lied to quite a bit, and that is not fun. I do want to say that. It's not fun to be lied to. I would rather not be lied to ever. And so you gotta treat kids like the tiny humans they are. They are humans like you and me, and they deserve the same love and care as you and me. Right? I think my biggest thing is like, I ask myself, okay, I ask people, would you say this to a teenager? And if you wouldn't say this to a teenager, that's pretty, I'm not trying to say that it's like, it's kind of like you're just, it doesn't make sense. Not to mention, we're gonna get a little deep into psychology theory now. So let's say, for the sake of argument, let me explain something. So there's this guy named, interesting. There was this guy named Erickson, and he created this theory of emotional development. And it seems to have proved itself to be pretty accurate. Wow. So, in Erickson's stages of emotional development, there are different places where you end up. So, for one, there is this idea of all these are like throughout life, but these ages are where they start becoming a major question. From infancy onwards, the question is trust versus mistrust. Can I trust the people around me to keep me safe and to tell me the truth? And if that isn't the case, then you start ending up with some pretty big issues. And then there's something called, after that, there's autonomy versus shame and self-doubt. As a toddler, are you allowed to make choices for yourself? Or are you forced to do whatever your parent, guardian, etc., whatever they want? Like, do you get to choose your own clothes and try to help put them on? Etc. Do you get that option? Or are you forced to do whatever your caretaker wants? If you're forced to do whatever your caretaker wants, then you don't really have a sense of self. You don't feel like what you do matters, and that causes another pretty big wound. from childhood onwards. After that, there is industry versus inferiority. Are you able to be industrious in what you do? Are you able to do, like, have you learned how to set yourself a timeline and due date and stuff like that? Are you able to take care of stuff on your own? Which is different than autonomy, because it's like, autonomy is, can I make my own choices? Industry is, can I do this for myself? You know what I mean? To explain the difference. And then after that, teenagers is identity versus identity confusion. Are you allowed to explore who you are as a person, not just who you are in your family, who you are in general? Are you able to figure out what you enjoy, what you like? What's your sense of style? Who are you? Who are you really? Stuff like that, right? Are you able to do that? If you are, then you know your identity. If you don't, then you're going to end up in this state of identity confusion. You're going to believe whatever people say about you, whether or not it's true or not. Then, in adulthood, like early adulthood, there's intimacy versus isolation. Intimacy is not the physical intimacy you're thinking about. Intimacy just means a deep connection with other people. So, are you making friends? Do you have a support system that gets you through? Not just your built-in support system as a kid, but do you get to have do you have a support system outside of your biological family that you can count on? Are you able to trust others and develop relationships with other people? Can you use the social skills you learned as a kid and learn how to use them for the better? If you can, correct. Or, congratulations. You're not dealing with, you're not struggling with, isolation. Then, as you get older, you start to go through this phase of generativity versus stagnation, which is like where you're asking yourself, am I making a difference with my life? Can I look back at my life? Am I making good things for future generations? Am I creating something big enough to give back to the world? For some people, this might look like starting a family. For some people, this might look like getting yourself a job. Then finally, there is the looking at, then finally, like, as you get a lot older, you get to the point of, integrity versus shame, or integrity versus despair, which is like older you get. When you look back on your life, can you say, I did a good job, I did my best, and my life was more good than bad? Some people feel this. If you do feel this way, then you're not going to struggle that much with feeling like you're not good at being human. But if you do not, if you feel like you could have done better, like you messed up somewhere, if you don't think that you did better, more harm, if you don't feel like you did more good than harm, then you just kind of fall into despair and you don't want to talk to anyone or see anyone or have anything to do with life at all. Which is why a lot of people, older people, can end up being very depressed in their older age, you know? So then, and then that's pretty much it for life. Other people have added some stages, but there's not real, I don't remember them off the top of my head. I remember mostly what I've learned from Erickson, which is not the full story. And like I said, this is a theory that's been proven proven pretty well. It's like a framework for how you look at the world. Theories are not solid. Theories are not 100% provable. However, especially in psychology. But what theories are is theories are things that you can be like, oh, this makes sense to explain how the world works, right? It's a very fascinating concept. But it's one of the many reasons I love psychology and learn it, because it helps me see the world through a different framework, through different lenses, and makes me feel like I can understand things. You know? I am creation both haunted and holy, made in glory. Even the depths of the heights cannot hide me when you guide me. I am creation both haunted and holy, made in glory. Even the depths of the heights cannot hide when you guide me, creature only. I also want to say, if you ended up on the negative end of these things, hope is not lost. Let me tell you something. We've talked about my childhood a little bit on this channel before. I definitely lean more on the side of mistrust. I definitely lean more on the side of all these things, you know? I struggled with figuring out who I am for a long time. Some days I'm still not sure of who I am. I'm still figuring it out. And I'm well past the teenager cutoff point for this. I am 22 years old, guys. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to feel like an imposter for dealing with, for wondering about, oh, am I actually, like, experiencing intimacy with other people? Do I know how to form relationships? Do I know who I am? Because you don't have to know any of that at this point. You're still a human trying to figure things out. I mean, yeah, it's nice to know those things. But you don't have to know them right now. You can learn how to breathe. You can take a deep breath and realize, I don't know who I am, but that's okay. I can still improve myself, right? You are not an imposter for struggling with understanding yourself. Any more than I'm an imposter for the same thing.
I got up early to water some crops and they were already done. They really got this place under control. I really love this. How did you know?
Also, I just want to say, you're also not falling behind if you're struggling with life. Because, guess what? Most people tend to fall behind at one point in their lives or another. But that doesn't make you hopeless. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve good things. You know? All it means is that you're a human learning from scratch. And you get to figure out how to move forward. How to make better. How to better yourself. What works best for you? How do you want to be a human? You know? I found my purpose a while ago, so this probably sounds like I'm speaking from the other side. And in a way, I am. I am speaking from the other side. Kind of. Sort of. I still struggle with a lot of this stuff. But at the same time, I've seen the other, like, being, knowing my purpose doesn't mean I got everything figured out. I hope you guys are doing okay and you guys are taking good care of yourselves. That's kind of why I want this place to be, like, yeah, this is, I've got my, you know, this little library type thing. But it's supposed to, the theme behind my, like, this is the setting of a lot of my stories. And in my stories, the Cafe Between Worlds, which is where my character is currently in her streaming room in the Cafe Between Worlds. She is not, it's supposed to be a place of safety, a place of being between the worlds where people can come in and rest. Well, you know, I feel the same way a lot of the time. There's this song by this creator named Lydia the Bard. Really great musical artist. But you guys wanna here? I'm gonna sing part of her song that I really relate to. I'm not meant to be here. They'll see it soon. I'm sticking and saying the human display, but it's all out of tune. I'm a warped reflection, mending cracks with glue. Just gotta convince him that I want all of them to keep walking, stop talking, keep walking, keep silent, too widely, be normal, pretend there's a human inside me. Start walking, stop talking, keep silent, too widely, be normal, pretend there's a human inside me. Music, perception, inflection, control your expression, control, control, control. Changeling, oh, will someone save me? Lost to those who name me. Try to play the part, but all you really want's to change me. Oh, but can you blame me? Not the one who made me. Don't you know I wish that I was somebody else too. I'm a mess of motion, my mouth's full of signs and cues. But one of the favorites I wanted this train is all the clues. I want someone to slow down, can't keep up with you. I'm trying to fix me. Ride with the line of Bayman. Shoot, start walking, stop talking, keep silent, too wide, do normal, pretend there's a human inside me. Your section, inflection, control your expression, control, control, control. Changeling, oh, will someone save me? Lost to those who name me. Try to play the part, but all you really want's to change me. Oh, but can you blame me? Not the one who named me. Don't you know I wish that I was somebody else too. I don't belong. I don't belong. changeling. Oh, someone save me. Lost to those who name me. Try to play the part, but all you really wants to change me. Oh, but can you blame me? Not the one who named me. Don't you know I wish that I was somebody else too. I think I messed up some of the lyrics, but yeah, that's the song. I mean, to be fair, I'm on the spectrum and I have ADHD, so it's pretty normal for me to feel like I don't belong places. To have this imposter syndrome that sneaks up on me like an errant little whispering voice that likes to come inside my head and say, hey, you know how you think you belong here? You think you finally found friends who aren't going to betray you and be mean to you and treat you like the crap you've been treated like a good amount of your life? Yeah, no, they're just faking. They're just telling you that so that way they can make fun of you behind your back. Maybe that sounds silly to you because, like, clearly I have a pretty good following. People care about, like, me, and they want to support me in my endeavors and stuff like that. But it's really hard to convince yourself of something that you've believed a good amount of your life. You know what I mean? Like, give me. Deep down, I know my friends are not going to betray me. They don't talk about me behind my... Okay. Whatever you want. If you want to talk about it, great. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. We're going to be there for you anyway. For me, it's just also, like, a lot of abandonment issues. Because, a little lore drop for y'all. I did not have any friends as a kid. People did not like me for whatever reason. So, like, a lot of the quote-unquote friends I had didn't really care about me. They just kind of used me for whatever made them happy. And it's nerve-wracking to be in that position, you know? It can make you paranoid. So yeah, long and short. I'm assuming your top 5 favorite characters. I think that's a good lineup. I think my top 5 favorite characters are Sebastian, Leah, Robin, probably Vincent and Jas. I won't even lie. Penny's a cool character too. She just doesn't know. I don't blame her. She's clearly got something she's going on. Deep-seated trauma from her mom. But she cannot handle any sort of criticism at all, which kind of takes her down a little bit, in my humble opinion. You know? Don't get me wrong, Krobus is great. I'm a romantic at heart. Interesting. And there we go. Boom. What's Crow's anyway? Little shadow guy. I'll show you guys after I finish getting key fruits sent and stuff. Well, yeah. I think Krobus is Silver's favorite character, with the exception of maybe Abigail. No, yeah, I do that personally. Currently, this is my perfection save, which is not the first save I made. The first save I made, I married Elliot on, which I don't quite regret. But also, Sebastian is better. Fight me. He contains multitudes. He's in... I've never played Terraria, so that is quite literally gibberish to me. Sorry. Good luck, I guess. Terraria 2D Minecraft? Or at least that's the thing I've heard about it. Maybe it's a joke or something. But I genuinely have no clue what it's about. No, Terraria is much harder. Oh, is that the cat? That cat weapon I got from giving the secret stone thing, and putting this stone thing you get from sacrificing a doll in lava to this serpent thing, and then you get like this cat weapon. Ah. Also, you can get Jojo Cola in Terraria. I did not know that. I'm a mess of motion. My mouth skips lines and cues. Oh, interesting. So you sacrifice a doll in Terraria too, I assume? Ah. Quite frankly, I would not drink Jojo Cola if you paid me to. Jojo Cola just kind of sucks. Hi, kids. He's inside. Should give him some.
You brought me soup? That's really nice of you. Oh, this one brings back a lot of memories. Seems like a pretty good day to just lay around or maybe read a book or something. What do you think?
If Sebastian were real and I actually lived in Stardew Valley, this would be the kind of day I'd bring him over to the couch, we'd watch our kids play, and I'd read a book or something, or we'd just cuddle. I love my fictitious husband. Oh, that's really cool. Adorable. must have a lot of pumpkins. Oh yeah, I definitely have a lot of pumpkins. We'll see. Time will tell, I suppose. How close am I to Keith's crop? Ooh, pretty close. I don't think I need to plant anymore, to be fair, to be honest. I'll probably plant some more just because. But I am curious if I really need any more. Besides, I have how many days? 3 days. Oh. Ooh, I can't plant anymore. If I plant more, it's kind of pointless. So I really hope I've got enough. Control. Changing, oh, won't someone save me? Lost to those who made me. Try to play the part, but all you really want's to change me. Oh, but can you babe me? Not the one who named me. Don't you know I wish that I was somebody else too. Pretty close. I should have enough. That's what we hope anyway. I'm gonna go check Ginger Island just to make sure. And then probably I won't go to the mines again because what's the point? But I do have the prismatic grange. I can find all this stuff. I'll probably grab some fiber, I think, for that. And then maybe... Did I think I already did yellow. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I'd rather... I don't like Jojo Cola. Like, yes. Clearly, you want to get... People definitely want to enjoy Coca-Cola ripoff. I hate Coca-Cola, quite frankly. Give me Dr. Pepper any day of the week. I would much rather drink that, you know? What am I looking for? I'm looking for something in particular. Oh, right, pineapple. We're gonna grab some pineapple, and we are going to preserve the heck out of these bad boys here. Then we sell the blueberry jelly. And there we go. Now let's go home and find stuff for the grange. Or for the grange thingamabopper. What do I need to get? I need red items, green and blue. Red, green, and blue. What do I have? There we go. That's enough of that because I don't... There we go. That should be... Oh, I don't need the green. Need blue. Ooh, I've got enough blue aquamarine. Perfection. I think dupe glitches in games... It depends a lot on the circumstances. Because, like... Are you duplicating something like, say... Are you just duplicating, What are you duplicating? Why are you duplicating it? And does this impact your experience of the game at all? Like, is this good or bad? Like, in your mind? That sucks. I'm sorry. I hate it when I'm 30 minutes behind on some, or 30 seconds behind. Yay, I got it! Woohoo! Okay, I gotta get the heavy tapper recipe. Magic bait recipe. Then all I need is the hopper and the hyper speed grow recipes. Perfect. Let's see how close I am to perfection. 87%, that's not half bad. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum. I love the music for this part of the game. For instance, I think it's fine to use some glitches in games, especially when the creator knows about it and has not patched it out, you know? Like, for instance, in Stardew Valley, there's a glitch where if you put your name as a specific, you know, thingamabopper, you get... If you put your name as a item code, you get that item for free anytime somebody says your name. I don't know what to do today. Let me see if, is Leo on the island? Nope. Ooh, but Leah is. I can go say hi to her. What's a good gift for her? Can I get her a quick gift? I don't know what Leah likes off the top of my head. She might like some hardwood since she's an artist. And if I fail that, oops. I'm getting some mangoes because it's Leo's birthday and Leo likes mangoes, so why not? Hey there.
I like the heat as long as I'm keeping perfectly still. I like the heat.
Is this good for you to mix it? Nope.
I like the heat.
I must admit, This beach blows my own humble strand out of the water. I must admit.
Did he make her hearts go down? Fortunately not. Oh yeah, let's go to the farm. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Let's go ahead and plant some star fruit so that way we don't lose any of our good old tilled ground, because we are not growing any more key seeds. Or key fruits, I guess they're called. I know what they're called, I just forget sometimes. Give me an eensy bit of slack. Plus, it's always good to make some extra star fruit on Ginger Island. I'm gonna go ahead and go home, and then we'll come back so that way we can harvest stuff tomorrow. Where is my little guy? He's up here, yay! Let's go to the mountains then. Are you kidding me? You might like grapes. This would be the kind of day I would ask Sebastian to go on a walk with me. You know? Hello, mother-in-law. Let's say hi to... Right, it was the 8 heart event that I've already done. My husband's old room. Oh, he can watch a video, like movies and stuff from his bed. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go say hi to my hubby before I go back to Ginger Island. Honestly, I think that like any sort of glitch is okay if it's adding enjoyment to the game for you. It's the same reason I use the quote-unquote glitch of, you know, like, you know, just doing... I use the quote-unquote glitch of, additional...
How was your day? Did you slay any monsters? Feels good to take out your aggression now and then, doesn't it?
I use this mod that gives you an elevator in the Skull Caverns, as you've seen me use, which is not a base game, but it helps me a lot enjoy the game more. Not because I think it's not because, like, I necessarily want to, like, not because I don't think it's a good idea to have it the way they have it. It's just a lot more fun for me to keep track of where I am in my game and stuff, you know? So it's like one of those things, it's like, that's my preference. Oh, I did it! I guess I'm done with the key quest. Wow, I didn't think I would be that done already. Huh. Lucky me. Oh. Oh, all the key fruit disappears. Well, that's sad. Is my key fruit, is my key seed gone? Yep, it is. Well, good news, I'll have another quest done today. Nice. Nice amount of quests done. Let's go ahead and finish planting out the thing with more star fruit seeds. Gotta work on making a lot of money. I'm gonna go back to my regular farm, make some more artisan goods and stuff, you know, make things better, all the fun stuff. Should go see, for one thing I should, that's fair. I think the question is, are you keeping the enjoyment of the game, which sounds like you are. I think I got unlocked all the recipes. So I'm gonna spend the rest on one more Junimo chest. Ah, gotta wait a while. So let me see. Ooh, I've made, all I need is grind money to get the golden clock and get enough money, like get enough money to get the thingamabob, to get the golden clock and make a bunch of crafting recipes. So we're gonna go home and we're gonna do just that. I need to put the starfruit seeds back, because you can only plant them in summer or on Ginger Island, and I don't feel like, you know, doing that. There you go. I think you like the wild arrow. Tears of the... That's pretty interesting. gonna start keeping the blueberries for the Grange thing. Okay. No, we don't have enough honey for. You don't have enough time to make more money or honey, so. Some of these will be kept as loved gifts for Caroline and for Penny, because Penny's the only one who likes the. Poppies, or Penny's the only one who likes poppies for some reason, so. Yeah. I have a flower chest somewhere in here. Nope. Yes. Perfection. This is where I keep all my special ones. Yeah, so. Hehe. I need to make sure I've been ignoring my animals, unfortunately. I don't like ignoring my animals, you know? When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know feel like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul that's still shining from within the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Okay, there we go. Booyah. Now let's go ahead and start. Ooh. Doesn't look like I harvested any roe, so this next one is going to be all jelly. I'm Mr. White Christmas. This song has been redacted for the sake of the audience currently watching. My life I've always wanted to have one day for myself. Or one from my life I've always wanted to have one day just for me. Nothing to do and for once nowhere I need to be. No lessons, lords, or lunches, or to-do list in the way. No one to say when to eat or read or leave or stay. That would be the day. All my life I've always wanted to have one day for myself. Not waking up with a pile of work on every shelf. With no hems in need of pressing and no seams in disarray. No wedding gown with 1,000 stitches to crochet. And no debt to pay. What would it be like to be? What would it be like to be free, free? Free to try crazy things. Free from endless IOUs. Free to fly, free to sing, and marry whom I choose. You think that I'm so lucky that I have so many things. I'm realizing that every present comes with strings. Though I know I have so little, my determination strong. People will gather around the world to hear my song. Can I come along? Now I fear I'll never be, soon I will forever be free. I close my eyes and feel myself fly 1,000 miles away. I could take flight, but would it be right? My conscience tells me stay. I'll remain forever royal, I'll repay my parents' debt. Duty means doing the things your heart may well regret. But I'll never stop believing, she can never stop my schemes. There's more to living than gloves and gowns and threads and seams. In my dreams, I'll be free. Thank you, I'm here all I'm kidding. Ooh, I could put a nice little juniper chest over here, just temporarily. Or I could just go over here. It's not gonna kill me. I know I put my crystal Arium in here. Perfection. How are you doing, chat? It's been about an hour and 40 minutes. Hope you guys are enjoying your time here in the Cozy Cafe and Library. It's always nice to have people people coming in and hanging out. Even if you're just sitting, keeping this on in the background, you know, it's always nice to just hang out. I miss doing a lot more Stardew Valley streams. Maybe I'll stream my journey to perfection from here on out. Like, I'm gonna do some work off stream, some off-camera grinding, as it were. But, you know, I mean, might as well just... Nope. I just make a lot of stuff. Need to fix my ground real quick. It's always nice to make tea because it gets a good amount of money. Canonically, Kathy is my character who's talking on screen. Yeah, she is canonically in the Cafe Between Worlds right now. Canonically, she's the one streaming and stuff like that. Really interesting, huh? You know, I've 100%ed fishing. That's pretty cool, right? You should go harvest some slime and stuff. But let me just first make sure that I have the... Let's see. Is the tea ready yet to be... Yes. Okay. No, I don't want to eat the hops. I feel like the Discord server and the cafe are canonically the Cafe Between Worlds. But it's Cafe Between Worlds, but it's also like simply the in other more simple terms, like we're just kind of vibing here. Like in reality, this place is the Cafe Between Worlds, which is why there's always a running like cast of characters and stuff like that. Some people show up for just a stream, some people show up for multiple streams and become regulars. If I were a Stardew Valley NPC, my favorite gifts would pretty much be very simple things. I feel like I would definitely really appreciate pasta and stuff like that, but also like more than that, I think some of my other favorite. I feel like I would. About 500,000, that's not bad. I would love a lot of the gems and stuff like that, specifically pearls. Because pearls are my birthstone. Fairy roses would also be a favorite of mine.
Hey, do we have any pizza in the freezer? I'm hungry.
There you go. I'm gonna get my husband a gift. I'm gonna give him a void egg.
Whoa. This egg speaks to me. I'll put it on my desk. Thanks.
For loved gifts in terms of food, let's go to collections, cooking. Favorite gifts would probably be stuff like pizza, complete breakfast, ice cream, obviously. Pumpkin soup, chocolate cake for sure. Spaghetti for, yeah, banana pudding. I would like a lot of the basic stuff like the fried egg or the omelet. Probably. I would love fairy roses. Chocolate as well. I'd probably also love just obsidian and other really cool looking gems. Like, not the typical ones you can find pretty often. Like, I would love obsidian and frozen tears. But, like, if you give me any of these things, it'd be like, oh, thank you. That's nice of you. But I would just love if you gave me, like, something simple. Any sort of book would also be a great gift for me. Yeah. Really cool looking gems, especially, like, fairy stones and stuff like that. You know? In terms of forage, I'd love I'd like some of the flowers and stuff like that. I don't think there's really any that I would, like, that would be on my loved list. Cherries would be a loved gift from me. Let me look at collections. I probably wouldn't like any of the fish things. But yeah, cherries and pomegranates would be a loved gift for me. Fairy roses would be a loved gift for me. Probably sweet gemberry and ancient fruit too. But yeah, otherwise not a whole lot. Like, for instance, for the minerals, I would love to get stuff like star shards or a fairy stone or a frozen tear or a necholite or obsidian or fire opal or regular opal. Tiger eye too. Those would be really cool to receive. For artifacts, not a whole lot here that I would really appreciate getting, to be fair. I really don't like fish in general, so I wouldn't really like anything with fish. Just looking through. So yeah. Never gonna use this. 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 Never gonna use this one. Never gonna use this one. Never gonna use any of these single ones. Well, you know why. That would be kind of interesting. If you had lemonade, I think yes, it would. Prismatic shards and pearls would definitely, and treasure chests would definitely be, you know, just a favorite gift. Same with gold. Like, I'd be good with the universal loves. You know. Yeah. I'm gonna go give some of these to my things. Ooh. Sebastian's working hard. I'm proud of him. Yeah, tonight's the dance of the moonlit jellies. Woohoo. We can make some, ooh, we can make some solar panels now. What am I out of? Refined quartz? Of course I am. Take you and you. I'll have to farm for some later. Also need to grab some coal, because, yes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do some renovations. There we go. Interesting. I like giving my characters anchors because, you know, your environment shapes you just as much as anything else. And so each Kathy deals with something different because she's from a different place. So it's not a matter of her, you know, it's not merely a matter of her, you know. I should actually, I'd have some trash. I should get some nice refined quartz from that. But yeah, you can make refined quartz with regular quartz. You're not stupid, you just didn't know. But yeah, there's guaranteed pieces of trash to give you refined quartz. Pretty sure the glasses are one of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and... I should make some more recycling machines, probably. Ooh, yeah, they're really great grandparents. would love to just go and hang out with them just because, you know? Fire quartz is actually really good for refined quartz because if you get enough refined quartz, if you get like enough of that, you get some really good sources of, you know, refined quartz. I'm gonna go ahead and sell some the super meals and the stuffing, I think. Supposed to be one of those. Ooh, all that. Yeah, perfect. Yes, she is. I don't understand those Stardew Valley people who will gift her broken glasses because she thinks they're her glasses and she does like them. But like seriously, why give an old lady something that glasses that are broken? I would just buy her new glasses. Cause that's like mean. It's like cruel. It's cruel to give her that. Don't think I will ever understand you if you give Evelyn the broken glasses. And honestly, I don't want to understand you if you're willing to cheat an old lady like that. Because you're pretty much getting... You're getting a positive reaction from her because you're tricking her. Which is so horrible. You know? Like, seriously. Why would you do that to her? I can forgive you for that. Just don't do it again, okay? She deserves better than the crap that people give her. By giving her by giving them her trash and... By giving her their trash and stuff. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Well, thank goodness for that. Good. Be nice to the sweet old lady. I mean, if you don't treat people with respect and kindness, what are you doing? Oh, the gold bar now. Of course I am. Alright, get over here, you little piece of work. We're gonna make some more gold bars. So that way we can help her. So that way we can make some more of these solar panels. So that way we can be energy efficient and get more batteries. So we can make more stuff. What do you mean giving the child worms? I never... Also, oh, you mean the bait? Yeah, no, that's messed up too. You shouldn't do either of those. If you do that, then congratulations. You suck. Good job. You messed up. How many hoppers can I make? But Vincent likes the worms. Oh, he likes the... that's fair, but if you have something else to give him, then why not give him the thing that he would also like? Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't feed you guys. Sorry guys, here, I'll fix this, I'll make it right. Don't hate me, please. I know I'm a horrible excuse for a farmer. Gotta pet all my pets, and even though they're pissed at me. I've been so focused on the keys crop quest that I completely forgot to feed my animals. They'd be dead by now if this wasn't a video game. Sorry guys, sorry, I didn't mean to. I know. You know, of all the things my husband could do, he didn't feed the animals. But also there's a difference between giving a child worms that he wants to play with versus giving a old lady who cannot defend herself an old lady who doesn't know what she's accepting some of those. I'm gonna give... Okay, Charlie already has one. Scander already has one. Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. Cows can make more milk. Oh, I forgot that I can also throw these into the thing, so yeah. Pinion Morris. Oh, that guy. Honestly, he deserves the hate he gets. I won't even lie. He's just a jerk. Fake mouth. Good idea. I'm taking my milk into my house because I wanted more milk for more of the really cool thing. This really cool thing called pumpkin soup, which is a really good food. Plus, my husband likes it, so yeah, my husband So yeah, making it for getting some for my husband. When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know feel like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. I wonder if it's all the things that are in front of it. Let's go ahead and put this in. Nope, it's just stuff that's directly in front of it. Fuddruckers. Oh well. We're going to my favorite thing of the event of the Stardew Valley year. I don't know if it is. I don't need to purchase fall seeds. Yeah, nothing good. Got too close. Wait a minute, so I can fit out. glad that Linus and Leo kind of have this little relationship. I hope in the 1.7 update you can actually, like, you know, talk to your kids and stuff. Ooh, poor girl. Yeah, I already talked to... Yeah, that's why you don't touch him. Nope, no plans at all. I'll talk to you in a second, hubby. I like saving you for last because I saved the best for last. Peggle's on Switch? Oh, man. Hot take. Leah and Harvey would be a better match than Mario and Harvey. Aww. I just want to kiss you. Dang it, I can't kiss you. Dang it. Yeah, let's go ahead and start the thing because I want to just stand next to my hubby. Aww. Woohoo. I love this time. I love the Moonlight. The Moonlight Jellies is one of my favorite festivals in Stardew Valley. The glow of summer is faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry toward the great unknown. It also marks the beginning of my favorite season, fall. Guys, do you think I made enough gold bars? I don't know if I did. Slash silly, of course. I have way too many. Yeah, there you go. I'll go ahead and put these out so that way we can collect more. More of this. There we go. Captain, 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 why would you let the Cyclops live? When ruthlessness is mercy, all I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems, nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past seems close behind. This land confuses your mind. Down in the underworld, when does a man become a monster? 558 men who died under your command. Captain, 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 why would you let the Cyclops live? Ruthlessness is mercy, all I hear are screams. I need to, every time I dare to close my eyes. Hi there. Ooh,
It seems like the whole valley's changed overnight. I guess fall's finally here.
yep. I love you, honey. By the way, yes, this is me every time I'm playing a game of Stardew Valley where Sebastian is my husband. Ooh, I need a change. It is way too cold to be wearing this stuff. Okay, we'll keep the daisy, but we're going to take off the crop top and this. We're going to take off the 80s shirt, this. And we're going to find some long pants. So let's start with the shirts. Ooh, we could go for the slime thing. Then, ooh. I'm looking for a specific shirt. They have like a jacket shirt. No, I don't want to do this. I think... I'm gonna grab blue hoodie for one outfit. Yes, this is important. Hello, Owen. Welcome in. Might go with dark jacket if I can. Yeah, it looks like dark jacket is the one I was looking at, I suppose. I'll try on both of those and see which one I like better. Then for pants, one of these will do the dark, and for another one, we'll do... not pants. I might just have to go with pants. I also don't think Abigail's bow goes with this. Let's see. This shirt? or the dark jacket? Ooh, I think this looks better. Also, let's see. What options? Bueller? Okay, there we go. Should be good. Let's see, which one looks better? Bomber jacket. I like that one better. Then dark pair of pants. Don't put on the blue hoodie. And the farm pants, I think. Let's see, this should look nice. Let me make sure I have the settings right for that mod. Mod options, seasonal cute. It's supposed to be the vanilla thing, so. Okay. Anyway, I don't. Oh, it's 1 a.m. already for you? Oh, yeah, I guess it is past midnight. Huh. You know, this is probably a good place to call it a night. So, I think we will call it a night, because I didn't realize how late it got. Anyway, chat, thank you guys so much for popping in, hanging out with me. It's been really nice coming back and just doing a nice, chill stream. I hope you guys can get a good night's sleep tonight and have a great day tomorrow. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm planning on doing a few more longer streams, as well as some chiller streams like this one tonight, because I know you guys kind of like that. And Stardew Valley is always fun to play. So, anyway, yeah. Hope you guys have a good night and have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next one. Good night, all.